Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jesse Both from the 19th hole, and we've got the East Coast Tournament here. This is the pro playthrough of the tournament wins. Hopefully with this video you'll be able to use the information that you get here and really be able to do well on your qualifying, opening, maybe even weekend round. So let's go ahead and get started here. We got hole number 1. I'm going to show you how to play this one two different ways. Off the tee box we're playing plus 10% for our elevation change. And we're going to play this shot to the left-hand side here first off, and then we'll show you an approach to the right-hand side as well. I like this approach to the left-hand side if you want more of a safe approach, and I feel it does still offer you a chance to get the eagle. So what we're going to play with is our extra mile here, and we're going to play with a katana ball. So plus 10% off the tee box, we're going with full top spin and about 4 to 5 bars of right spin here. You kind of just want to curl this shot kind of around this bunker and up the fairway. I like to try to stay in sniper range for my second shot. If you want to get into Goliath range or even backbone range, you can go a little bit farther up if you want. So I use a little bit of overpower here. Definitely, if you're playing for a sniper, that overpower isn't probably totally necessary, and depending on what driver you use, you may want to change the amount of power you use as well. So for the second shot here, I played plus 10% with my sniper. As you see, I'm just in min range for my sniper. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to line up this ball guide here with the hole. We have a left to right slight kind of tail side wind. So I kind of want to offset this shot just a little bit to the left of the hole and hopefully let the wind kind of do its job. So plus 10% here for the elevation is going to take me right here to the edge of this bunker. Just under 6 rings of adjustment right here. So we're going to hit this perfect here, and we're going to come in just to the left of the cup, pretty much exactly where we aimed. So plus 10%, you're going to play that ball guide tip right to the edge of the cup into the cup. No offset needed if you're playing the plus 10%. So for the second shot and method, we're going to play the shot to the right. We're going to play a power curl here. Full top spin. We're going with 3 left spin because we want this ball to bounce away from that far right rough. So we're just kind of trying to line up our landing zone right here. We're playing plus 10%, and we're playing, we're kind of eyeballing our landing zone off the middle of the bullseye. We're going 15 rings for our adjustment here. And then we're going to play our power curl here. Complete power curl and complete slice. And as you see, this ball is going to hit. And if we had that right spin, this ball would have definitely shot off to the right and quite possibly into the rough. You may have been okay. Playing that shot with no left spin may be a little bit better of a way to play it. Then you won't play as closely to that bunker as I was. But I wanted to try the left spin and see what it did, and it did work. But I don't know that I would go with that much left spin if I played this shot again. All right, so for this shot here with the sniper, we're playing plus 10%. We're going max left spin, and we're going to go with just under 3 bars of backspin here. We're going to play the ball guide just to the left edge of the hole, and then we're going to play our true club, which I think we played right here at min for this shot, but definitely find out if you're in min, mid, or max of your club for your shot. We hit this one perfect. This one comes in nicely. It's got a nice bounce and a roll to it, and boom, we got the eagle. So definitely excited about that. It's always good to get the drop on this hole, which will be a difficult drop in the tournament. All right, hole number 2, par 3. Playing this one with a sniper and plus 10% for your drive elevation. So we have to add an additional 10% onto the wind for this shot. So with the katana ball, which is very important, you want that side spin 3 stat for your ball because you want that full side spin on this shot. We're going with max right spin and just a little bit of top spin here. And then we're going to have the white ring to the edge of the rough line, and you want that ball guide kind of up the hill and slope back down to the hole. We make our adjustment here, max adjustment plus 10%. And then we're going to use a little bit of curl. We're going to put the edge of our ball guide just about to the edge of that outer blue ring. We get the nice bounce here. Up the hill, looks pretty nice right there, very good speed. And we missed this one by just a hair up that hill. If we had gone another quarter of a square to the right, we would have had that one. So just a little bit more curl and we would have had it. All right, hole number 3. This hole right here, I'm playing with the, I would suggest the rock or the quarterback. I like the accuracy, and you really kind of take the guesswork out of, you know, how much topspin do I put on my extra mile, and, you know, you definitely don't run the risk of going too far with one of these clubs. And they're 100% accuracy, so I always like being able to use the rock or the quarterback whenever I have the opportunity. So for here, I'm using the rock. I'm going with the Kingmaker ball as well. I want that Kingmaker ball for shots later on in the hole. So full top spin with the rock 7. And we're just going to aim this shot up the fairway. We want to push the shot into overpower to see how far we can go with our shot. The ball guide for this rock is very true. So we knew that we could push the shot up about 1.5 to 2 rings extra and still be okay. So we do that, and then we just want to hit this one perfect, and this one should roll up there and up near the front, and you know, we're not going to get all the way to the front edge, but we're going to be close enough to the front where we're not going to have to really worry about doing anything crazy on our second shot, and we know for sure that it's going to be safe here. So, you know, if you know you got a little bit of extra room, you can always add a little bit of extra overpower to your drive as well with the rock. So for our second shot here, we're playing plus 10%, max top spin and left spin. What we want to do is we want to aim our shot to go in between the bunker and the rough. And then, you know, we try to see how many bars of overpower we need. And then we're going to make our adjustment. And then we're going to push up whatever amount that we decided we needed. So we decided we wanted to go 1 extra ring. So we made our adjustment and then pushed up 1 ring. Hit this one perfect, and this shot should be perfect, and it should go right in between the bunker and the right rough. And in my opinion, you know, the farther you can get up that little area is going to give you the better third shot to the hole. All right, so for this third shot, I like the thorn for sure. You can also play this one with the hornet. Got to find our club distance here. There's max there. And there is our min. So we're going to play this one right about mid-club, which is, you know, a good spot to play it. We're going to adjust our spins now, trying to find a nice, consistent landing zone. We're going to adjust our spins here. And we're going to play this one pretty much right through the middle of the hole. Now, we're going to adjust this one minus 10% because it is kind of slightly uphill. So we play minus 10% on our adjustment right here. And I would make a slight correction to that. I would play this instead at 0%. As you're going to see, we hit perfectly, we have perfect roll, but we under adjusted a little bit. So if we had played 0%, we would have had about 0.3 more of an adjustment, and we would have hit that one in the hole. So 0% on that third shot, not minus 10%. All right, hole number 4. We're going to be playing this one with the extra mile. And we're going to be playing this one to the left-hand side of the trees with about 2.5 topspin and 5 right spin, somewhere in that neighborhood. I wouldn't go more than 2.5 topspin because then that will put you farther up the fairway, and it's really going to take away that angle towards the green that you want for your second shot. So here we go. We're going to put our spins on here, 2.5 top, 5 right. We're going to find our landing zone first, and we're going to see how many rings of overpower we are into the shot. So we find we're about 1.5 rings of overpower into the shot. So now we're going to adjust for our 6.3 at 10% wind. First we make our adjustment, and then we're going to turn our line straight, and we're going to push 1.5 rings up to achieve that landing zone that we had found initially. You could use a little bit of right curl here. I don't think it would hurt. The ball seems to have a tendency to shoot a little bit to the left. I think it lands on kind of a right to left slope, so that right curl could definitely help counteract that. As you see, we're in a perfect landing zone, and we're in a perfect spot for our second shot towards the hole. Now, I don't want to play this shot off the green. I want to play this one off the fringe or off that fairway section. It gives you the most consistent bounce. As you see, I'm moving my ball guide around, not seeing a lot of jump in the needle. That's what you want to see. I'm not going to play any kind of spin on this shot. I'm just going to line this one up about 2 squares short of the hole and let the roll just do its job. We're going to aim this one as mid-cup as we can. And we're playing this one right at mid-club. We know 364, 363 on the drive is mid. We're playing it at 0% elevation as well for this shot. I go with the Kingmaker to cut down on the wind a little bit, and it pays off. We rolled it in dead center of the cup. Boom. All right, we got hole number 5. This par 3 is definitely a tricky par 3, and it's definitely one that if you get the ace on it, I think you should really consider yourself quite lucky. And if you consistently get the ace on it, wow, you are blessed. So we're going to play this one plus 10%. We're going to play about 2.5 back, 4 right here on the shot with the red ring touching the rough. And then we just want to try to aim this shot a little bit to the right of the hole and let that right to left headwind kind of maybe push this shot back in line with the hole. It's a tough shot to play, and you just really got to play it and hope for the best. We're right about mid-club here, so we'll play this one at 50% mid-club, 10% plus 10% elevation change. No curl needed on this shot. You just want to hit it straight and perfect. As you see, we do hit that perfect shot, and it's all about getting this shot to bounce off of the slope and get that nice roll into the hole. A little bit to the right here, and we'll see if we can make a slight adjustment here on our second try. So we're playing it pretty much the same setup. The only thing we're going to change differently on this is try to change the ball guide, aiming a little bit farther to the right on this one. And maybe we'll guess the push correctly this time. So we really want to get that bounce just past the fringe on the green. Or right there on the edge. So playing the same exact adjustments right here this time. And mid-club, as you see, we're going to adjust the opposite way this time. I'm not sure which one's better, but I said, let's try the other way. We hit it perfect here. Let's see how this one comes in. It looks very similar to the last shot, but as you see, my third bounce actually hit the green. On the first attempt, my third bounce still hit in the fringe. So you want that third bounce to hit on the green. I think that's going to give you the best opportunity for the ace there. Definitely a tough par 3. All right, hole 6, I'm going to show you 2 different ways here. I'm going to show you a rough bump, power curl, and then I'm just going to show you a straight to the left approach here. We're going to start out with the power curl shot here with our quarterback. We'll go 2 top spin and 1 right spin. You're going to eyeball your shot to land up there towards the middle of the fairway, as you see I'm doing there, and then you're going to adjust 20 rings from that spot right there. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go full overpower curl, and then we're going to let off the curl just a little bit, maybe about a quarter ball, and let it rip. And as you see, this one comes in, bounces right nicely in the middle of the fairway. And our goal is to set ourselves up here with a straight shot through this gap of the trees towards the pin. We're a little bit farther to the right than we would like. I would like to be a little bit farther to the left. So, maybe trying 2 top spin, no right spin would do the trick. But, we're happy with our location. We still have a chance to go for the rough bump here. I'm playing this rough bump at plus 10%. Definitely bring your Goliath for this shot. Definitely important. And if you don't want to go for the rough bump, then you're going to go with a wood, and you want a wood with some backspin. So either higher level sniper or guardian would definitely be a good club to use. So we got the ball guide through the hole. We're going to make our plus 10% adjustment. You want to make sure you find the correct percentage of your club, whether you're min, mid, or max. And then we hit that one perfect. We get the nice bounce right exactly where we landed it, and we got so close. We got the roll around. So definitely good technique, and just got to hopefully it drops next time. All right, same hole. I'm going to show you the safer approach here to the right, to the left-hand side. I'm going with the quarterback here. Max right spin, a little bit of top spin here. Don't go too much top spin, otherwise you will roll through into the rough. So, I went with 2 top spin. 1 top spin will be a little bit safer. Make your adjustment for plus 10% here on the drive. And you don't have to get as close to the right rough as I did on my adjustment. You can play a little bit farther out to the left. Definitely, play the shot as you want. That's kind of a way to start playing that hole. You can always play that shot with a little bit different spins, get to wherever you want on the fairway. Just make sure you are safe on the fairway. For the second shot here, max right spin, I went for a top spin. I had never played this shot in the pro, and as you're going to see here, I'm using very little amount of overpower, and it looks like I didn't need that overpower, and I did not need that 4 top spin. So I would have gone with just a regular power shot with about 2 top spin, and I think that would have been the ticket. So 2 top spin, max right spin, max right curl, no overpower would be perfect right there. You just want to play your wind to kind of factor in your wind into your adjustment and setup. It's not a hard shot here. It's a very easy chip, though, from the back edge of the green. It's fairly a straight headwind in your face, so it's very easy to adjust for this shot. As you see, we hit the perfect, and we drop it for the eagle still. But, if you make the changes to those spins and you take away that overpower, then you're going to be putting for a very easy eagle with that approach. Hole number 7 is next. We're going to play this one with a popcorn ball, which is wind 4, power 1. Any other wind 1, wind 4, 5, power 1 balls would work here. It's got 3 side spin stats. You don't need all that, so if you have something else with less, that'll work. So we're going with 3 bars of left spin, 1.5 back spin. And we're trying to aim this one towards the hole as best as we can. And we're just going to try to hope to get this one in for the ace. We make our min plus 10% adjustment there with the quarterback. We hit this one perfect. And let's see how this one comes in. Nice bounce. Coming a little bit hot. Looks like we could have used that 2 bars of backspin. But we were right on line with the hole. Uh-oh. Get in the hole. So happy with that right there. Only thing I would change would be the 2 bars of backspin. Try to slow that ball down a little bit and give it a little bit better chance to drop for the ace. All right, hole number 8. This hole right here, wow, headwind. So I was trying to figure out a way to play with my quarterback, and I said, no, we're just going to go ahead and do the power curl shot still, like we would any other tournament, but we're going to have to go with a power 5 ball instead. So what we're going to do here is you're going to judge your landing zone based off the wind, max top spin, max left spin. We want to line up our shot to bounce here kind of just right of the middle part of this fairway. That's going to give us the best bounce for our shot here and put us in the best position possible for our second shot. So we line it up. We're going 15 rings to the right for our Thor. Max power curl and slice. And as you see, we get that nice bounce here. And this is going to be in a perfect position for this next shot. So very happy with the outcome of that drive. It looked to be very safe and something that's very repeatable as well. So for this shot right here, I'm playing at plus 10%. If you get up there with the drive, you can play this shot with your sniper if you want, or even a guardian. But I had the big dog in the bag, so just playing the big dog. So what you want to do is you want to aim this shot actually to the right offset right of the hole, because when it hits this slope, it's going to bounce to the left. So you want to offset right and then factor in that left bounce. Plus 10% here, hit it perfect. As you're going to see, it's going to hit the slope, and you're going to see it bounce, boop, to the left. So what you want to do is you want to offset right of the cup and just try to play that left bounce as best as you can. All right, hole number 9, my favorite hole on the course. You can play this one with the quarterback, but I prefer to play this one with the extra mile. I think it's just a better way to play this hole. You could also play it with the Thor or the APOC as well if you have those. I like at least a side spin 3-ball, so I went with the Kingmaker. We go with the red ring, about halfway cutting into the rough, and we're just going to make our adjustment here, plus 5%, max club, and then we're going to use as much curl as we can with this extra mile. We hit this one great, and it's still going to be okay, as you can see. And it's going to roll nicely to the end of the fairway, and it's going to set ourselves up for a nice shot with our sniper. So for this shot right here, we're playing minus 10% going uphill. We're going to go with 3.5 backspin, 1 right spin, and we're just going to try to find our max club first. And we're going to play this shot right about mid, okay? So as you see, we want that second bounce about midway in that fairway section there, with the ball just rolling just to the left edge, just left of the pin. Minus 10% mid adjustment here for this shot. And we hit this one perfect. We get a nice bounce on the fairway, and hit it in for the albatross. Boom. All right, y'all, thank you very much for joining me for this pro playthrough for the current East Coast Tournament. Hopefully you all can use some of these adjustments, and you can knock some of these shots down as well. Good luck to you all. Hope you have a good day. God bless.